Hey, this is a vlog thank you to Sam Zaid of GetAround. He's the Chief Executive Officer. Regular viewers to my channel know that I have been working to build Zenny 62 Media, find investors, but at the same time find clients, and meet, a rough patch where for the first time in a long time, my revenue really dipped to levels below where they're needed. And so one of the activities I took on was signing up to drive with Uber. And Uber has this deal with GetAround where you can actually receive a discount. However, at the time that I decided I originally signed up to use it, which was a week ago, I couldn't do it mainly because, and this gets to another vlog I'm going to make, I had to prepare to leave town to fly back here for what I thought was an influencer marketing engagement that was fueled by a company called Influencer. Whew, got another story there too. So I never went to use the car. However, I tried to notify GetAround and Uber. I sent an email to Uber, sent an email to GetAround. 7 days later, a person whose name I will not mention at GetAround got a hold of it and proceeded to do everything they could to not make the situation created for me better, which is, hey, can you simply reset the system so that I can reuse the first time user discount that I had, right? Simple thing to do since I hadn't used it. Well, this person claimed, well, you had used it, but then there's this 1 hour cancellation, all these policies that I was never made aware of. But not only was I not made aware of, okay, it's more important than that, because one could say, well, gee, you could have looked here. It wasn't even that. I couldn't find anywhere on the GetAround app that said cancel this on the day that I was to use the car as it was connected with Uber. Now, it may be different for the standard GetAround use system, right? But when it's connected with Uber, and then the reservation came up to use it on that day, there was nothing that said cancel here or cancel. It wasn't there. It was just, you were stuck there. You had to watch the clock run down and all that stuff. I was like, wow, what do I do? I sent emails. I got an email back from Uber basically saying, for all practical purposes, I have to talk to GetAround. I had to run around with GetAround. I just sort of came out with that one. So in a fit of pick, I reached out to GetAround's CEO, and like a startup champ, Mr. Zaid responded. As a person who started sports business simulations, my startup, which lasted for 8 years, is still in existence, but I did something really stupid written up in the Read Write Web. I learned someone's very esoteric programming language. And then on top of that, I kind of took my eye off the ball focusing on blogging and starting Zenny 62 Media, my other company, which is still running. So, but I digress. My early stages of operation of SBS, during those early stages, I'll give you a specific example. In 2005, I was at the NFL draft for the first time. And in part because of money that I made from starting sports business simulations, I was able to cover that, which also helps SBS in terms of traffic. You write the account of the NFL draft, it goes into the website page that's based at SBS, my company, which brings you to learn about my sports business games, right? Particularly my Oakland Baseball Sim World. That was the idea. I was sitting in a cigar bar at about 12:30 at night. I got a call from a student who was distraught. She had a final coming up. She was working on it. She lost her password and username to my Oakland Baseball Sim World. I didn't tell her I was in New York. I didn't tell her I was enjoying a cigar. I didn't say any of that. What I said to her was this: just take my username and the password, use this. If you need any help at all, at any time, you call me. That's what I'm supposed to do as the person who represents my company, and that's what Mr. Zaid did as the person who represents GetAround. That is what good startup CEOs do. Now, am I saying I'm as good as Sam? Well, no. I mismanaged in ways that involved taking my eye off the ball and not getting enough VC help, and also, again, learning an esoteric programming language. The positive note is that, hey, no one's built anything like my SimWorld to this day, August 8th, 2017, and I have the equations written on paper, and the website is still active, up and running. But that's another story for another day. This is to thank GetAround and to thank Mr. Zaid for his help, and to state that I am excited to be a part of, in this instance, in this case, the GetAround family. Thank you very much.